What's up, my dudes, fellow quadrupeds? It's time to unite. I'm going to show you here fun ways that you can practice quadrupedal movement. If you didn't know, we are, as humans, bipedal. That means 2 feet. Most animals are quadrupedal, 4 feet. So, walking around as a quadruped, just going through ranges of explosive or controlled or playful movement is very good for strengthening your body. It's a great workout, and it's very functional training if you're into things like survival training, self-defense or martial arts, parkour, tricking, movement art in general. You can think of these as drills, but you could also just think of it as a cool way to practice. First, we're going to think about just side-to-side movement as a quadruped. Generally, when you're moving as a quadruped, there's 2 styles of movement: alternating, or one at a time, or moving 2 limbs at once to move. They're good for different things. Control versus explosive power is really the main difference, but so we'll just run through both of those just for going side to side. So the first method of movement we're going to use is as a quadruped, we're just going to go to the right first, and we're going to start by moving our 2 closest, or our 2 right-sided joints to the right. And not joints, extremities. We're going to go to the right a few times in that manner, and then we're going to switch. Now we're going to go left and right again, but this time we're going to do it method 2, which is more alternated touches instead of sets of 2. So you can do your hands and feet arrangement any way you like. I think the way I'll do it is probably cross. Cross. It might look like karaoke on the hands and feet there, but we'll see. Side to side, alternating. For our last side-to-side movement, and for the last of each category, I'll make it a little more advanced. This one is a quadrupedal still, but it's more of an extra flashy thing to do. Half cartwheels, basically. You're gonna start on the floor. You're not gonna straighten out your arms or legs, get full inversion, but you're gonna do the cartwheel motion to get around yourself, like you're. Now we will discuss the most efficient and different styles of movement for forward to back traveling as a quadruped, which is what we're actually built for. Built for running in a straight line for the most part. Quadrupeds, that is. So, again, you have the choice to alternate between 2 at a time or alternating. We'll start with 2 at a time. Stay on your feet, jump to your hands, let your feet touch. Jump to your hands, so we'll call this the rabbit. Or the frog. Now we'll do that exact same motion, but a little differently. We'll mostly be balancing on our hands and then kicking our feet under us. We'll call this one the leopard. Or the monkey. Next, for our forward movement, the standard bear crawl. Alternating hands and feet as you go. And like I said, for each set of movements, I'll do a more challenging move. So this time, we're really just going to dive to our hands. Make sure you have good wrist strength, if you feel comfortable, and obviously you don't have to go as far as I'm going, but we're going to call this one the Kong. It's basically a Kong vault on flat ground. For the next set of movement, we have backwards movement. Again, I'm going to start on 2 feet, or 2 limbs at a time, and then we'll do it alternating. You know how it goes. We'll call that one the caterpillar. For our next backwards movement, alternating, we're going to call this one retreating box. And the challenging movement for the backwards section, not too challenging, but different. So we'll include it. It's just crab walking backwards. Now the last set of movements I'm going to share with you is my personal favorite. Gets you the most explosive power, I'd say. It's the most fun to practice. I call it physical geometry. So essentially what you're going to do is be a quadruped, and you're going to imagine points on a geometric figure on the floor. So it could be a triangle, for example, just to make things simple. 3 points. You could be a square, 4 points. You could do a pentagon, 5. Hexagon is also good. Any more than that's probably too much. 6 points at most, I would say. You should plot out. Just the intersection spots, forget what they're called, vertexes of the shape. That's where you're going to jump to. So, you're chilling on a spot, you're going to pick a spot, jump to that spot. Once your feet collect, you can jump to the next spot. But no matter what, that's the kind of landing that you want. Get there, stop. Go. Get there, stop. So first I'm going to run this through with a triangle, just because that's simple enough. And then I think I want to try a hexagon. Personally, I think a hexagon is probably the best shape because then your pattern of movement is not predictable at all. You can go in any spot you like from any spot. That's why it's so great. And if you're familiar with capoeira or tricking moves, you can also play around with those. Here's a few. I've made tutorials on everything I'm going to show you now. Except for that one. I had tons of fun making this video. Got a great workout in. So if you want a great workout, follow what I've done. If you want to open up your mind and body to its ultimate potential and usefulness, try what I did in this video. If you want to be called weird, but like super dope on the low, do what I did in this video. Get stronger, not just for the sake of getting strong, but for the love of getting strong. Peace, philosophy out.